Idaho Bridge, Our Amigo and Taurus Bay, the three at the front of the pack, and the flag is up. And about 100 yards back from the tape, Stuart, but they're heading in the right direction. So walking in still. And they're off. And this is Division 2 of the EBF and Charlie Longston Racing National Hunt Novices Hurdle. Idaho Bridge leading Our Amigo and Taurus Bay towards the first. Quaviste in red, not far away on the inside at number 1. Bit big over it was Guardami Ancora. And chased along at the back on the run away from it, Walk in the Present, as they run to number 2 with Idaho Bridge leading. Idaho Bridge in front of Our Amigo Taurus Bay. And on the wide outside is High Tea in yellow and red, and wider still the filly, the mare Secret Pass, as they get to the second. And all of them getting from one side to the other. In midfield, Cote d'Ange. That's a green cap on the outer of Quaviste. Wider of that is Bombay Pete. And on the outside is Heart Overhead, black and yellow checked cap. Back in the field, Walk in the Present, with Tawenki also in rear with Guardami Ancora. And the back marker is Next Twist. Turning into the home straight with Idaho Bridge and Shauna Houlihan leading. To Our Amigo, best turned out winner. Sharing second with Taurus Bay and High Tea. Tom Bellamy, yellow and red, the outside. They are followed by Cote d'Ange, Precious Metal not far away. And Precious Metal, the green cap. On the outside of them is Secret Pass, as they now run to the first hurdle in the home straight. A little bit fiddly towards the rear, Next Twist at the back with Heart Overhead at this stage. So it is Idaho Bridge that leads by a couple of lengths to High Tea, Taurus Bay and Our Amigo. They are the first 4. Then Bombay Pete in company with Precious Metal, and Quaviste the inside. On the outer is Secret Pass. Followed then by Cote d'Ange, a pink hat, Guardami Ancora with Tawenki, Walk in the Present, and the back 2, Heart Overhead and Next Twist as they jump the hurdle at the end of the home straight. Heart Overhead not as convincing as some of the others over that. So going out on this full circuit, it's Idaho Bridge leading. Taurus Bay, a winner of his only Irish point-to-point back in February under Ben Jones, disputing second with Our Amigo, as they run towards number 5. Coming into this, Idaho Bridge, nearly joined by Our Amigo, Taurus Bay, then High Tea and Precious Metal under Brendan Powell, dark blue sleeves. Next is Quaviste, that is in 6th position. Then Bombay Pete. Tawenki has overtaken a few rivals ahead of Guardami Ancora. Entering the back straight, that is just in front of Cote d'Ange. Heart Overhead well back in the field at this stage with Walk in the Present. Next Twist hasn't made a move as they run over the first of 2 in the back straight. Still Idaho Bridge to Our Amigo. Taurus Bay, the outside. Precious Metal, Quaviste following with Tawenki. High Tea has lost places. Then the grey Bombay Pete ahead of Heart Overhead and Next Twist. Guardami Ancora, Secret Pass has faded. Cote d'Ange and Walk in the Present. Here is the second last. And Our Amigo coming to try and join Idaho Bridge with Taurus Bay the outside. Pushed along in 4th is Precious Metal. Quaviste in the red is in 5th place, and then Tawenki. So running for the home turn, Division 2 of the EBF and Charlie Longston Racing National Hunt Novices Hurdle. Taurus Bay is now upside Our Amigo. Idaho Bridge has dropped to 4th, passed by Precious Metal. Taurus Bay on the outer of Our Amigo and James Davies, but Taurus Bay just taking the lead now. Precious Metal in 3rd. Quaviste is pushed along in 4th with work left to do. Taurus Bay has gone quite enthusiastically through this, but still galloping on strongly. Here's the final flight. Taurus Bay is over. 3 lengths clear of Precious Metal, running into 2nd, then Our Amigo in 3rd. But Taurus Bay in full command here and still galloping on pretty powerfully. Rather impressive. Taurus Bay in the colours of Redknapp and Hill for Ben Pauling and Ben Jones. 2nd, Precious Metal. Our Amigo with High Tea running on again, then Tawenki.
Let's have a word with winning jockey Ben Jones. Hard not to be impressed with that performance. First go under rules.
No, it was a nice performance. Look, he's done everything nicely at home. He's schooling well. His work's been good. So obviously it's different when they come to the track, but he's just very straightforward. He didn't, he took a hold, but nothing ridiculous. Jumped well on the hole. Say he probably wants a bit more of a cut in the ground than that today, and it's obviously a sharp 2 mile round here, so when we go to the big galloping tracks, we're probably going to see a bit more improvement again.
Physically, obviously, he's a nice-looking type. Quite athletic, would that be fair?
Yeah, obviously he's, like Ben's known for these big 3-mile chases and whatnot, but he's actually quite nimble and quite quick, so it's nice just to get a bit of different types in the yard. And look, he's gone and won round a sharp track like that today, so it shows that he's got plenty of foot.
On a more galloping track, would your suggestion at this stage to be sort of sticking at this type of trip with him for the time being?
Yeah, I think he was obviously green and just inexperienced for the first mile, and he just a little bit out of his comfort zone going down the back straight the last time when we were attacking the 2 out and 3 out. And but once he's just kind of got over them, he's actually composed himself, and he's actually grabbed the bridle coming down to the last, and he was actually quite clever over it and landed running, and he's put his head out and done it nicely.
Clearly he will improve in terms of mental agility, if you like. Will he come on much in terms of fitness for this today?
Yeah, I think Ben's always known they'll come on for a run. I think if you get a novice that wins first time out impressively like him, then it's probably above average. So like he had a nice blow today, and he definitely will come on.
Perfect. What a man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.